Boom, how's this for an outfit? What's up, Making the Millionaire? I think this is episode 148, the week of March 18th. The main theme for this week has been going to social media marketing world. I traveled to San Diego. Last weekend I was in Los Angeles, and last night we got back home to Phoenix, Arizona. At least for a split second. It's Tuesday morning and I'm already heading out again to go to San Diego for social media marketing world. I think this is my fourth time I've been to social media marketing world. I like going to connect with other people that are there and deepen relationships with people that I've seen every single year there. And it's not just the social media stuff, like the content, but it's the outside parties. Like I went to a meetup that Pat Flynn put on, and it was cool to connect with some people there. And then of course there's parties that happen outside of the event as well. That is also fun. Boom, how's this for an outfit? Heading to the party at Park, I think it's called, Park Nightclub. Here goes. And then the main thing with social media marketing world, I honestly didn't consume a whole lot of content. The big thing is I volunteered. So the cool thing I like about volunteering is getting behind the scenes, not having to pay for a ticket, and just having freedom. This year I volunteered in a role that was way less labor intensive, so it was like a third of the time, so I had a ton of freedom, go to classes or breakout sessions if I wanted to, but a lot of it was just connecting with people. There was also a lot of networking. I also volunteered for the choir. This is something I've done the last couple of years, and it was fun just to connect with people, to practice a couple of songs, and then perform it. It was fun. This is a lot volunteers. Who's got the photo? It was many of us. Many. And then what else did I do? I also, besides having one-on-one conversations, which interestingly enough, even though that's where I spent most of my time, there's not a lot of footage on this episode that showed that because I didn't have a camera guy. At some point in the future, I want to have somebody with a camera on me because so much of my time was simply just talking to people. I did a ton of that, even though a bunch of it didn't get captured. I also did some podcasts. I did a podcast with my friend Camelia Britton and her friend Alex on travel. That episode was so bomb. And then my friend Haley Burkhead, that episode surprised me. It was so good. Like in a good way. I knew it would be good having a podcast with her, but it was even better than I could have expected. And perhaps one of the biggest highlights this week was going over to Steve Weatherford's house. Today is the last day of social media marketing world. It's been good so far, connecting with people and partying it up and all that stuff. But later today, I am pumped because I'm going to be going to Steve Weatherford's house and he's going to be interviewing me for his podcast. So yes, can't wait. By the way, I got my gear here, just heading back. It's been super rad here with my buddy Caleb.
Let's go.
He's taking me to Steve Weatherford's house. When Steve Weatherford was on my podcast a little bit ago, I dropped him how I am one of 45 kids. And he was like, shut the front door. And I was like, yeah. He's like, bro, I want you on my podcast. And so I got invited, and now that I'm in San Diego, we're making it happen. Caleb's taking me there, which I'm super pumped for. Thanks, bro. Yeah, it's gonna be a ton of fun. Just got here to Steve Weatherford's house. He's like my buddy Cole Hatter too. He likes black. Black on black on black. So Steve Weatherford came on my podcast a while back, and I just opened up. They asked me a lot of personal questions about my upbringing, and I just shared it. So overall, it's been a full week. I'm now back here in Phoenix, and it's time to get some things done. We're here almost at the end of March, and it feels like I barely started, which is weird because it feels like it barely started. But there's been some big pieces. Moving to Phoenix, going to Tony Robbins, and then this week at Social Media Marketing World. So that took a lot of emotional energy, physical energy. As I wrap up this episode, the thing I want to document to hold myself accountable and to just have out there is there's some resistance that I'm breaking through. There's stuff with my program, the Prosperity Loop, that for whatever reason It's been tough to get me to do it, and I have been thinking about, it's been on my mind in some form for the past 3 fucking months, and it's been tough to get me to do it. And then that trickles down and makes me fall behind in some other things. Like I'm taking a course from Seth Godin, the marketing seminar, and I haven't been staying on top of that. I have a race in a couple of weeks, and I need to get on some exercise routine and buy a bike, and there's just a lot of stuff that I have catching up to do. But with these last couple of major pieces in, like the Tony Robbins event, social media marketing world, and all this other stuff, maybe I'm in a good spot that I can now just like focus, buckle down, and like get some stuff done. So we'll see how the next couple of episodes unfold. But I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm here at Starbucks, and I'm gonna go just get completely clear at the end of this week, write things down, and maybe plan for the next month or so. I'm Calvin Wayman. You're watching the first story following a regular dude go from 0 to his first million as it's happening. Thank you for watching.